Hello, and welcome to the Rock Metal Podcast. I'm your host, John Harris, and today on the Rock Metal Podcast, we have METALITE. They have a new album called A Virtual World, which released on March 26th via AFM Records. And right now I'm being joined by Edwin and Erica to share some more information about this stellar release and what they've got going on in their fabulous studio that makes me filled with envy and jealousy and rage. We're going to make it work minus all of my issues. So, guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for producing some high-quality, good work here. I guess my first question is A Virtual World, and of course, one of the tracks is called Cloud Connected. Take us through this album. What is this album about?
I think it's the sci-fi theme with those technology stuff that I'm very interested in, and I like to write the songs about it. So A Virtual World was is a perfect album. In the pandemic and all of that, everyone is living virtual now, and I like that too.
You'd like to live in the virtual world.
Yeah, that's really nice.
We are doing this virtually as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Almost over the cloud too. We could say we're connected over the cloud right now.
Yeah, we're connected everyone is connected.
Now, you mentioned quasi-perfect album for the pandemic. Was this album pandemic-inspired, or was this album going to happen anyway?
Actually, the first song I wrote for this album was a pandemic song. But that song didn't...
it's not on the album.
No, it's not on the album. It's called Hurricane. And, it was the first song I wrote for this album. But then I got I got this feeling that I wanted to write an album with this kind of theme, virtual and all that. And there's no more pandemic songs on this album, but maybe we will release this song later on.
Yeah, like a bonus, almost like an EP, if there's enough, songs.
An EP with one song.
An EP with one song. Maybe an A-side, B-side. Is there a B-side to Hurricane?
Maybe.
Cool. Now, you mentioned that you wrote this track, Hurricane, but you scrapped it for the album. So I'm kind of curious, did that song set the tone for what became the album? Or was it just something you kind of had to burp up, get it out of the way, and then the album came out?
No, it set the tone. I can say that because for an album you need to have I have a lot of ideas, and this song, I try to get the what do you call it, like maybe like a concept album. You have a theme for the whole album, and this song was made to get that theme for the album. But I'm not happy enough to release it on the album. So we bring that later on.
You're never happy enough, Edwin.
Song.
Yeah.
You're never happy. I think
it's a good
enough.
song.
Yeah,
but
it's a good song.
Sometimes you have to get songs away from the album. You haven't unlimited time on a vinyl either, so maybe we can get 2 vinyls next time, that we can get like 20 songs instead.
Oh, a lot of work.
Yeah.
The vinyl double set. There you go.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, you used to get double CD sets. There'd be, the one CD in the case that was like huge, and huge by today's standards, obviously. You'd have 2 CDs. You could do that, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, if that's a thing. Holographic cover or whatever.
Good ideas.
Yeah. Well, it's a virtual world. You could do anything.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Be whoever you want to be.
Exactly. So this track, Cloud Connected, a lot of times when bands are writing stuff about, living virtually, it's usually like, artificial intelligence is going to come in and take over. So is this like the death trap of Google Docs, Cloud Connected?
I don't really know. I'm I'm sure there's a lot of positive things with the virtual world, but there are also negative ones, of course. I've written about it from the beginning, from the first album, Here's in Time, and Biomechanicals too. But I always think that the positive things taking over. So
it's a positive.
I think it's not going to be the end of the world.
No, I don't think so either. Cool. So Cloud Connected, what is this? What is this track about?
It's about getting all people nowadays are connected in one way or another to the cloud. Mm-hmm. We got the Google Cloud or the Apple Cloud or Amazon or everything. Even if you don't know it, you're connected in one way or another. Mm-hmm. So it's about that.
Okay. And I'm looking at the music video for it, which is stellar. Did you guys do this video? I'm guessing, yeah, like in pandemic style, right?
Pandemic style?
Well,
it wasn't so. The pandemic wasn't hitting that hard in Sweden when we did this things.
Okay.
So we don't really thought about it then.
Yeah, I guess that was my question. Did you guys do this amidst the pandemic, or was it a music video that happened before that?
We have this first wave, and then it was the summer here in Sweden. It was a pause from the pandemic, I think. It was a very calm period. So we did the albums, the videos in that time, and then the second wave came later on.
Okay. Cool. We just have a lyric video for a virtual world. And going back to Cloud Connected, how did you guys come up with the concept for the music video?
Cloud Connected, both our videos, Peacekeepers and Cloud Connected, was produced by 11 Frames, who's a really, really good guys, who also recorded our first single, Afterlife. And they are the ones who came up with the idea, and I think they had done this video type before, so we thought it looked really cool. So let's go, we said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it matches the song as well, very sterile and light, together with the cloud connecting theme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm taking a look at the Peacekeepers music video right now. This is a stellar space that you guys are in, with all the graffiti and everything.
Yeah, it's a really cool place in Gothenburg, where a lot of TV companies and movie companies do their shooting for this, different TV shows and all that. So it's a cool place.
Oh, so it's not real? That's not real graffiti?
Yeah, it's real graffiti. It's
we did it before we started recording.
No, it's an old industrial location in Gothenburg. So I know there's been a lot of people who paint these things, and then studios were moving in there, so because of all of the cool places there. So
okay, Peacekeepers in a virtual world. Who are the Peacekeepers in a virtual world?
For this song, it was my friend who's in the army who wrote this song. I got a co-lyricist, or you call it, for this one. And he's working in the army, and he's been out for the UN, and he wanted to write something for them.
An amneusis. I'm looking up the definition to make sure I have that word correct. A literary or artistic assistant, in particular one who takes dictation or copies manuscripts. So he did more than copying manuscripts, obviously, but a literary or artistic assistant, amneusis.
Yeah, I think he's just a guy that we write stuff together. Mm-hmm. That's a simple explanation.
Yeah. Cool. So Edwin, it sounds like you're the big brains behind everything.
Yes, he is.
Now,
I started this by myself from the beginning, so it's hard to not be.
Oh no. Okay, I guess maybe take us through that journey, starting it by yourself now to sitting here, obviously with Erica and the production level and the label. Especially for anybody else who's listening in or watching on YouTube right now, where they're like, man, I'm by myself trying to make music. How do I get to where Edwin and Erica are sitting? Well, you take a plane to Sweden. But outside of that, what was that journey like, Edwin?
I wanted to. I have always been like to be a rock star. Always, it was my child dreams. And I also wanted to write my own music. I've played a lot of cover bands and all of that. But one day I said to myself that I really need to do something to get out from this cover band thing. And I started to write Afterlife. And then I contacted Jacob Hansen when I was ready. I produced a song and needed a professional mix. So I contacted him, and just for, I don't know, I didn't know that I didn't, what do you say, like, to answer me.
You didn't expect him
to? I didn't expect him to answer me when I sent that email. So, but I got an answer in about 5 minutes, and hey man, I can do this mix. I can also do the mastering and all of that. So it will be a great song for you. And all right, let's do it. It was the best thing I have done for this project. So when that song was ready, I just sent it out to a lot of record labels.
Okay.
There was one that answered pretty quickly, and when I wanted to sign an album for with just that song, so
wow,
that was pretty nice.
Yeah, pretty good song. So you put all of your eggs into one basket, basically.
Yeah, that's crazy, but yes.
Cool. And how did you get the song done? Did you have a band at that time, or did you like hire a singer? Like, how did you do that?
I found a singer that was interested to try it in the studio, and she thought it would be nice to go further on and record the album after that. So yeah, and then we didn't have a band, so we needed to get some band members.
Yeah.
Before just when we got the label contract and the record company and all of that. So so we needed to get a band. We didn't want to be us right now. So
the virtual world wasn't with us at the moment.
We wasn't cloud connected.
No.
Okay.
No, the Peacekeepers were at it again. Fantastic. Yeah. Speaking of which, I was just rocking out to Peacekeepers. Now, we were chatting about you working with Jacob Hansen basically straight from the beginning. So that's where I wanted to touch base on that was... One second. There we go. Adjusting my pop filter.
Yeah.
Are you guys still working with Jacob Hansen?
Of course.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Awesome and I guess reasonably affordable, or is it something that you don't even think about because you know you're going to get the product you want?
We after 3 albums, you're pretty, we what we can expect from each other. So
I think you and Jacob has developed a very good way to work together, and Jacob knows Edwin's ideas, and he has getting to know our music and our sound. So
yeah, that's nice, and he's becoming more and more like a friend. Not just a man that you work with, but we can. I can ask him stuff, for upcoming productions and all of that, and he just asks me just with an email, and everything is great. I have a friend and a producer friend like this is great.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys record in his studio as well, or just send him the tracks?
We just send him the tracks. Yeah.
Okay. Have you guys considered going to Denmark and recording with him?
Of course. But, then come this pandemic and all of that. So, I know a lot of bands that were going to Jacob Hansen studios, but they didn't get there because of the pandemic. So that was sad for them.
Okay. Very cool. So then I guess my next question is, Erica has obviously come on board at some point. How did that happen? And Erica, what do you feel that you bring to the album?
Everything. I'm kidding. No, actually, my background as a singer and artist is in show business. And Edwin saw me in this rock show that I did during that time. So after that, I think I got a message from you.
Yeah.
And asked me if I wanted to come and do some rehearsals with the band. First, I think we met here in the studio and recorded 2 of the songs from Heroes in Time. And then I met the band. We did some other of the songs, and I fell in love.
Very cool. Now, cool. We have Heroes in Time 2017, Biomechanicals 2019, and obviously we got this album coming out in 2021. So despite the fact that there's a pandemic, you guys are still very productive and...
Yeah, of course. We recorded a lot of things in my own studio, so this studio is always open for METALITE recordings. So that's nice.
Yeah.
We don't need to hire a studio or a technical engineer for recording, so...
Yeah. Do you produce everything yourself then, Edwin?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm curious. Take us through, if you wouldn't mind.
The short answer.
The short answer, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you go about a track then? What do you start with? Is it a guitar song? Is it a keyboard song?
It's different, but I usually start with a chord progression, with good harmonies and melodies, just in the chord progressions, and then I find a melody to build together these things, and I put some guitar and some keyboards and all that for just a pre demo thing. But that's how I start my writings.
Okay. And then when does Erica get involved?
Pretty early, because you have to set the keys in the song and all of that. So just to have this what do you call it, all the harmonies right for her voice and all of that. So you have to get involved pretty early in the production for this.
Okay. That makes sense. You guys probably know her keys already by now, eh? Say goodbye. And then what we'll do is we'll edit it all together here on our side.
Yeah. Perfect.
Groovy. Okay, so guys, we've chatted about the album A Virtual World. We've chatted about the tracks Cloud Connected, Peacekeepers, and the track A Virtual World. We've even chatted about the track Hurricane that didn't even make it. But it might be, a single or something later on. We chatted about a lot of things, even some band history, working with Jacob Hansen. I guess my next question before we close out is, what is the plan for 2021? Are shows in Sweden kind of becoming possible?
We hope so, but we don't know. We have some gigs planned, but no one knows.
Okay.
We have a officially announced tour in Spain in September, but we don't know. We hope so. We can go there, but we got these 2 festivals here in Sweden too. But I don't know.
Okay, groovy. Okay then. So big big plan for 2021 then is just obviously pushing a virtual world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you guys started working on a new album since there aren't any shows?
Edwin is always planning for next project.
Always planning and working, write some melodies and harmonies. Yes, always. Always.
It'll be a real storm. Get it? Hurricane, storm.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well then, gang, that concludes all of my questions. Unless there's anything that I missed. Is there something that you guys wanted to chat about? Let me know. Otherwise, thank you for coming on to the Rock Metal Podcast today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Really cool.